Thank you, Professor Koh. Well, first of all, you have to understand the market in order to come up with innovative ideas. You have to know where to shoot at. So Siemens is doing business with cities and infrastructure customers since many, many years, in many cases since more than 100 years. And by the way, when we talk about infrastructure customers, we talk about airports, municipal utilities, harbors, logistic hubs, rail stations, maybe even data center. Last year, Siemens decided to make a really bold move in terms of customer orientation and market orientation, and we bundled a very comprehensive and unmatched portfolio into one new sector. We call it sector rather than division, and this is the new sector of infrastructure in cities. This is a clear consequence of our strategy of following megatrends, and these megatrends are globalization, climate change, aging population, but in particular urbanization. Urbanization is one of the major drivers of our economy, and this is one of the drivers which helps us maintaining the growth path in the future. We are focusing in doing that step on a 300 billion euro market. This is the Siemens addressable market. The total market is even 2 trillion euros. Just to give you an idea about this new sector, it's a 17 billion euro sector with 90,000 employees in more than 160 countries in the world. And we are able to address the basic needs of each and every city. Is it transport? That means moving people and goods with rolling stock or automation system. Is it energy distribution, products and solutions from high voltage, medium voltage to low voltage, smart grids, but also energy efficiency solutions. Is it a broad range of building technologies for building automation, energy efficiency as well, but also urban safety and security solutions and products. And amongst that, we are one of the largest water treatment suppliers in the world, and we have an environmental portfolio of 29 billion euro in 2011. Well, customer orientation goes beyond that. We do also invest in account management. This is our face to the city. We are investing in competence centers for cities in order to really have a good discussion on a higher level of integration with our customers at cities. So we do urban research and together with related partners, and one of the most famous one is our project with the Economist Intelligence Unit, which we call the Green City Index, where we benchmarked 120 cities all over the world and looked into certain KPIs such as energy efficiency, clean air, water, transport, land use, and others. By the way, if you go to our booth, you can see the basic results, which is highly interesting. And I'm very often asked, what is the basic conclusion? I mean, you're doing business in all countries with cities. You did this study. What is your overall conclusion? Well, there are some. Number one, if you really want to have a good city management and urban development, you need a holistic approach. That means a strong mayor, decision bodies with an overall strategy in a clear way to go forward into the future, long-term planning. You have to eliminate silo thinking. I come to that in a minute. And civic engagement is one of the key elements really to execute finally the plans you're laying down. Benchmarking, the best of the best are benchmarking themselves every time. And wealth is important. It's good to have a constant revenue coming from the city you can spend. But at the beginning, even policies are more important. And with policies, you can bring even a not so wealthy city on benchmark level, amongst others. Financing was a topic which came up all the time. But here we do have already cost-efficient solutions with a payback of 2 or 3 years, but also solutions which are creating an additional income at the same time solving problems, and road pricing might be a solution for that. After all, sustainable city development creates jobs and increases the competitiveness of cities at the same time. And we have to have in mind, cities really are competing against each other, and this on a global level. Maybe the most important part about it, what we learned, is that an incremental development of what you do have currently as infrastructure in your cities is not doing the trick. Think about every city, maybe your own city, and increase the population by 20, 30, 50%, increase the traffic by 50%, the energy demand. You will see that the incremental development is really not getting you to that point where you want to be. That means we need to deploy really new technologies. We are looking for pioneering solutions where we do things differently than we did before. And this brings me to some of the top innovations I would like to share with you. I mean, going beyond the GPS-based tolling system, which we rolled out, dynamic road pricing, which we do in Israel, is very interesting. This is a road pricing which adjusts the actual tolling charge to the current traffic. So if the traffic is increasing, we increase the price, which keeps one lane at least running at a certain speed. E-highway. We have a pilot for trucks where we are running trucks on an electric headline. That means you can run a truck for the major part of the travel on electricity and only the last mile. He turns on his hybrid diesel engine and goes to the last mile into the city. Advanced desalination. This is an innovation which we're pushing together with Singapore, right at this place. We are working on desalinating water with electric power and membranes, and we are just on our way to scaling it up. That could reduce the energy consumption for desalinating water by 50% at least. Our integrated platform for managing energy and security and safety in buildings is another one. But also innovation comes not only in technology, but also in business cases. Energy performance contracting is one where we bring financing, we look into your building, we analyze it, and we are investing in improving efficiency at the same time cutting the energy cost, sometimes by 20 to 30%. Or driverless metros is another one which we are deployed in Paris, which would reduce the energy consumption by 15% and increase the utilization by 20%. This is just some examples. There's much, much more which we have to do in the future. And so finally, Siemens, like no other company, is the natural partner for cities. And we are here to help solving the most pressing challenges cities are facing. Thank you.